So it feels amazing that I have this sort of energy and drive and determination to just take on really anything.
So, what do you do instead, Adam? Because, drinking can take up a lot of time. It does take up a
Yeah.
lot of time. And people always say when they stop drinking, wow, I have all this time. So, what do you now do? What have you replaced your drinking with?
Yeah, so I've done a number of things. I now, back then I was picking my son up from school 2 days a week. And he and I were spending the afternoons. I'd leave work a little bit early. And now I pick him up 3 to 4 days a week. And so I fill that time, more time with him, which is great. And that's been a huge, huge enjoyment and fulfilling. Um, and then I have a number of other things, like I've been getting more into golf. I've always been into golf, but I've never really practiced a lot. And so I'm now spending time, at the driving range. I'm doing a lot more cooking. I'm doing a lot more investing. And um, I'd always had, ideas of different investing ideas, and I'm doing a lot more of that, and learning. I'm learning Spanish, which I had studied in high school and grade school a lot. And so I spent 5 years in school, and I held on to a very, very small amount of it. But now I'm, practicing and learning, and using Duolingo to learn Spanish. And then, gosh, what else? I started playing around on my son's keyboard piano a little bit from time to time. Um, I'm exercising a lot more. I'm getting out and just doing things like going to the beach. And I now go down to the beach and just sit there and enjoy the peace and the sound of the water. So it's kind of funny. I'm doing a lot of things now that I never did before.
Yeah. But no scuba
Yeah.
diving.
No scuba diving. Not for me.
But that's a full life that you've just described. That's a full life compared to where we started, which was you sitting alone, isolated, damaged, something wrong with you drinking. I mean, that's a huge shift in 100+ days.
Yeah, it's crazy because back then I always thought I never had any time.
Mm.
And now I still don't really feel like I'm fully using all my time, but yet I just told you all the things that I've been doing, and I'm thinking back and I'm like, wow, I am doing all those things, and I still feel like I have time. It's
Yeah.
it's amazing.
It really is. I mean, golf and kids and cooking and investing and learning Spanish and tinkering on the keyboard and exercising and going to the beach. That's a life to be proud of, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And tell me, your son Quinn, he has obviously known you as a drinker and now knows you as a non-drinker, but maybe not explicitly. Would you share how that relationship has transformed?
Yeah, I've definitely noticed how much more connected we are. And he can tell the difference in me. And just our relationship was, good before, but it's been so amazing now. Um, we're so connected, and I'm working with him on school and soccer and all of the things that he's involved with, and helping him with things. And he's 12 years old now, and I still have that feeling where he's comfortable with me. The other day we were at the grocery store, and he was holding my hand to walk across the parking lot, and then just ended up holding my hand like as we were walking through the grocery store. And I thought, wow, you're 12 years old and still holding my hand. And so we are just so much more connected now. And yeah, it's been amazing. And I know that he knew that I was drinking, and he knows the difference now. And so just it's just been amazing.
Tell me, Adam, what else, what other benefits, like if you could maybe pick top three benefits to finish up our conversation today?
Yeah, I would say the one benefit right now that really comes to mind is I'm like in this mode where I'm like trying to decide what I do with my life because I feel so much freedom and so present, and that I feel like there's nothing that I can't do, and that if I decide to, do whatever, that the only thing that's holding me back is just deciding to do it. And so it feels amazing that I have this sort of energy and drive and determination to just take on really anything. I'd say that's the biggest one, and the other one is definitely just this idea of freedom and feeling so at peace and calm with life and feeling comfortable with myself. Um, and also excited. Even the workday that people kind of joke about Mondays and struggle with work I sometimes I feel bad for saying this, but work feels so easy to me now because I'm not struggling through the day, and I no longer have the stresses of life with work and everything, and I don't take things too seriously. I've been able to let go of a lot of things. Um, and then just excitement to what comes next because when we're sitting here 139 days, I'm only 49 days from that day 90, and all of these things have happened. I've been to Costa Rica shortly after the program, and we're now planning to buy property down there and move to Costa Rica for retirement. And we're working on a plan to spend 50% of our time down there in the coming years. And none of that would have happened because Dana would not have signed up for that sort of thing. She was at a point where she was concerned about what the future looked like, and now we're making future plans, and just the excitement of what life can bring. um my family has noticed a difference. My parents, they're so excited to see me now, um because I've always been the kid that's been successful, but they knew that I was drinking and that it was a problem, and now getting past that, the my mom is just so happy that I'm alcohol free, and so it's just, yeah, I mean, every day is now just amazing, and I feel great. And I'm so present that I'm spend a lot of time thinking about what to do next, but I also have this amazing comfortableness about just being in the present and not worrying about needing to do something or expand, even though I know that I have all this energy now and it's just going to happen on its own through having time and feeling like I can do anything